Hey, this is Brian over at Bible Studies Ministry, and I'm going to be reading a small passage out of Luke chapter 18, verse 35 through 43. And then it happened, as he came near Jericho, a certain blind man sat on the road begging, and hearing the multitude passing by, he asked what it meant. So they told him that Jesus of Nazareth was passing by. And he cried out, saying, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And those who went before him warned him that he should be quiet. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. So Jesus stood still, commanded him to be brought to him. And when he came near, he asked him, saying, What do you want me to do for you? He said, Lord, that I may receive my sight. Then Jesus said to him, Receive your sight, your faith has made you well. And immediately he received his sight and followed him, glorifying God. And all the people that saw it gave praise to God. Now, if you look at the way the occult would interpret that, the occult would say that Jesus is a magician, that all his miracles were done with magical means, and that he's just a magician, just like every other magician, like David Copperfield or any other magician makes a house disappear or a bus. And it's all done with magical means. But you have to look at God and the way Jesus was doing things, okay? Jesus was doing things by the will of the Father with the power of the Holy Ghost, okay? So if you look at God, God knows the beginning from the end. Revelations 1:8. He knows the beginning from the end. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. He's the one that was and is to come, the Almighty. Okay? He knows everything. He has infinite knowledge. Infinite. Okay? He's the one who created the eyes. He knows what's wrong with people by looking at them. He doesn't need no diagnosis. He has infinite knowledge of reality, of everything. Of everything. So it's not magic. If you know what all those things are, then you know what the problem is and you know what the cure is. And you could fix it because you have infinite knowledge. It has nothing to do with magic. It's by the power, his power, which is unrestrained. He has unrestrained power. Unrestricted power. Exercising dominion over all things. So, the occult, they're confused. They want to bring Jesus down a notch. They want to bring him down to where he's, like Harry Potter or, some kind of magician that's saying some kind of things. If you look in the Old Testament, 3,500 years ago, in the Pentateuch, if you look at the book of Exodus, I think it's Exodus chapter 7, where God begins to use Moses to perform to tell Pharaoh, hey, let my people go. But if you look at just a few chapters after that, Jannes and Jambres start performing this almost the same duplicate miracles as Moses does. They turn their rods into snakes as well. But how are they doing that? They're doing that through incantations. They're doing that through evil spirits. God does things because he's infinite and there's no deceit. It's honest. What he's doing is honest, it's true, and it's righteous. When they're doing magic, they use deception. Did he really make the house disappear? Did David Copperfield really make the house disappear? The bus? Does this guy really in a coffin, submerged underground, handcuffed? There's some deception involved. That's why it's magic. That's why the Bible condemns magic, because it involves deception. So God is not a magician. No, he's not. He has infinite knowledge and understanding. Hey, God bless you guys. We'll see you.